Hi, my name is Tania. I'm 25 years old and I'm bisexual. So first thing I should say is that being bisexual does not mean being confused. I'm not confused. I know exactly who I am and I know exactly what I like, and it just happens to be that I like both men and women equally. What it basically goes to is that it just depends on who I'm in love with. It's kind of silly to think that there's discrimination in between the LGBT community itself, but for bisexuals there kind of is, just because bisexuals are labeled as confused. I'm Hispanic, so anywhere I go, like with family, there's discrimination all the time. I have to be careful with the things I say with certain family members because they're very old school. When I came out to my parents, it was hard to say the least, because they couldn't understand that I was telling them I like both. They were asking me, okay, are you gay or are you not gay? And if you're into girls, then how can you be into guys? And then they even had the audacity to ask if I needed both at the same time. If I need to date a guy and a girl, if I had a boyfriend and a girlfriend at the same time, and if I could manage things like that. They were happier when I was with a guy, and they thought, okay, she's, her problem's fixed. Then, I'd end that relationship and go find a girl and be in a relationship with the girl, and they're like, okay, she's back to confused. And they're like, you gotta pick one or the other. And eventually got to the point where they were just like, just be you. With everything, there's always going to be discrimination. It's just a matter of having support, and I'm happy to say that LGBT community has a great support, not just within ourselves, but with the friends around us who understand us. So hopefully the understanding expands, and then it's just a happier place.
Hi, my name is Andrea. I'm 24 years old and I identify as queer. I didn't come out until about 2 years ago. I came out when I was 22 years old. And 22 years is a very long time to keep a very heavy secret. And there's a variety of reasons why I decided to stay hidden for so long. But the main reasons were my family and fear of being discriminated against, especially by the people that were in my life at the moment. Living a double life, which is what it is, was actually very easy to do. It was just very, very painful. It's as simple as, I wear makeup and wear dresses, therefore, I'm straight, because that's the default orientation for everyone. I hid everywhere. I hid at home, I was hidden at work, I wasn't out at work, because I found it easier to just, not be myself, not have to deal with the repercussions of people knowing who I was. I come from a Hispanic family, so I know how it is, to be gay in a Hispanic family. At my workplace, I worked with, 90% Hispanic employees, older Hispanic employees, so I knew how they would perceive me if I chose to tell them. So it was always just easier to avoid that. After I came out, it was a little awkward, it was a little intense. As time went by and they got, they adjusted to reality, to my reality, it was kind of like everything got better. I support anybody who comes out, because little by little we're making it so that we're putting it out in the open, and it should be out in the open. It shouldn't be a big deal. I've been thinking about how can I express that it's gotten better, and the best way for me to explain it is it's easy. I'm here. I'm having this discussion with you. I'm letting you listen to me talk about my experience, and I'm not afraid of who listens.
My name is Dulce and I'm 24. I identify as non-binary queer. I remember in 3rd grade I'd gotten into Nirvana, and there's a song called Been a Sun, and I really identified with that song because a lot of times I felt like I was really too masculine to be a female. I hated pink, anything frilly, I didn't want to wear dresses. I wanted to wear my brother's hand-me-downs. And gender dysphoria is when you start questioning your own gender. And so for a long time I would dress really boyish, really boyish, and just wear actually men's clothes, and or quote unquote men's clothes, and try to be more masculine. And then it wasn't until actually I was like out of high school that I started to like wear more skirts and dresses. And that was kind of conflicting for me because I still didn't feel very feminine. I just was like, well, skirts are very flowy and they feel great. You know, it's either you're a boy or you're a girl, and I didn't feel like I was either. Like I felt like I knew I wasn't a girl, but I also knew I wasn't a boy, so I didn't know what that was. It's funny because we're assigned the genders like because of our genitalia, but there's really like ambiguous genitalia out there, and like I think as common as it is to be redheaded, it is to be intersex. Like, and that means that your genitals may not look or may have two things, or may not look the way that you know, normal genitals are, but they've been around for like ever. We just don't really ever discuss it. It's really important to have visibility with gender because it's just such a weird topic that like a lot of people don't really care to know about. But I mean, really think about it, like, would you be the gender that you are right now if you weren't assigned at birth and completely socialized to believe that that's how you are? Or would you be something else?